It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got the Chargers Offensive Player of the Year. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Chargers and the Cowboys, coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No way. The Chargers offense ready to get going. They come in on top in the AFC West. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout. You see the numbers for the first half of the year, and obviously he's been an important part of this offense.
He certainly has, because his ability to get downfield, attract extra attention, helps open up things for everyone else on offense as well. And I certainly wouldn't be surprised if he improves his numbers in the second half of the year as well.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Los Angeles.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. Here we go now on first and goal. To the air again, Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Chargers offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their second possession. He had the touchdown grab on their opening drive, adding to his impressive season total as you check out the NFL leaders in touchdown receptions. Play action. It's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Herbert now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now it's Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Herbert off of play action. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Again, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Simmons. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing it.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch at a first down. Here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw to Dissly.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Simmons. And he's corralled, but... Getting it inside the 35. Well, this defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches for him in the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Simmons. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Second down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well,
now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the... Forced the ball free and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. More of the same right there. He's up. Catches now, this ball game alone. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked.
The Chargers ready to take over. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here comes 2nd down at 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Herbert to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one completes a McConkey. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Now this one finds McConkey. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home.
No Febreze. Goofy ass motherfucker. Shit. Hey, this motherfucker go. Mixing milk, strawberries, and chili. This is fucking disgusting, bro. I'd rather fucking kill myself. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. On the damn video game. Delirious motherfucker.